city? Where do you want to live? So it's about asking the right question. So the quality of your life depends on the quality of your questions. So you move from you and problem to me incorporated. Karen, CPO. Nellie, CPO, Chief Possibility Officer. Possibility number 1, possibility number 2, possibility 3. That's your downline. That's your multi-level masterminding. Because within each one of those possibilities, you ask them to recruit others. So you ask them to recruit others. So possibility number 1, let's recruit a whole bunch of ideas under you. And possibility number 2, let's recruit a whole bunch of ideas under you. And possibility number 3, let's produce a bunch of possibilities under you. Because there's a Zen proverb, and it says, God gives every bird a worm, but he doesn't throw it into the nest. That's a good one, huh? Yes. Those Swedish are very smart. Who's Swedish? Smart people. God gives every worm a bird, but he doesn't throw it into the nest. And so we are in life, flying through life, and we need to go get those worms. They don't fall in our lap. You know, people keep saying, oh, think positive thoughts and it will change your life. How many of you have heard that? How many of you are sick of that? No. The reason I tell you this is that I have been studying and teaching this work for over 25 years. And I remember years ago saying to one of my mentors, and it was right here in Tacoma, at the Unity of Tacoma with Faith and Michael Moran. I just get a chill thinking about them. How many of you knew Faith and Michael? Yeah, so near and dear to my heart. And and Michael said to me one day, I said, you know, I am just tired of this. I mean, yes, my life is better, but everybody keeps saying, change your thinking, change your thoughts. And I said, I can't change it. I can't change it all. I'm frustrated. Does anybody feel like that? And he said, well, Karen, it's work. I went, well, I can work. How many of you can work? I'm a worker. I'm not afraid of work. I said, oh, it's work. Okay. I said, okay, then I'm going to work at it. And then I started to realize the more I worked at the practice, knowing that it would everything would have a law of gestation, then I would get very excited about doing my work. And so that's why a quote that you'll hear from me often is life is work, mastery is practice. And what I've learned in the last 25 years is that it is work. And mastery is practice, 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 practice. So that's why in Prosperity Plus, as well as the workshop you're going to come today, you are going to get the tools you need to practice. It's not just about knowing this, because information without action is merely entertainment. That's true. And so you don't want to just know, you already know this stuff. It's how do you practice it every single day. So through Prosperity Plus in this class each week, and also through the workshop, which complements what you're going to learn in Prosperity Plus, you're going to learn from me today and from Mary and I through these 8 weeks of program, what tools to specifically put in your place every day that will make an impact on changing your life. Because that's our commitment. Mary and I are very committed to, individually and in our work together, to making an impact in the world. And how we want to make an impact is moving as many people as we can into their gifts and talents so they can live a life they love. Because that's what we're here to do. It was Irma Bombeck who has my very favorite saying in the whole world, ever, 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 ever. And she said, when I stand before God at the end of my life, I hope I would say, I don't have a single bit of talent left. I used everything you gave me. Yeah. So we go from surviving to thriving by possibility thinking. And then how about loving life? Anybody like the secret to that? Come to the workshop. No, I'll tell you something now. You got to come to the workshop, but I'll tell you something now. How you love life is truly by moving into your zone of genius. I don't know if you know the works of Gay Hendricks. Do you know the work of Gay Hendricks? Gay Hendricks is a phenomenal man and teacher, and he has a website, I'm trying to remember what it is, thebigleap.net. And Gay is wonderful, and Gay has a teaching about the zone of genius. And there are 4 different places that you live in life. You can live in the zone of incompetence, the zone of competence, the zone of excellence, and the zone of genius. Now, the zone of incompetence for me, and you can have your own, would be doing my taxes. Would be doing anything that's technical. I am completely incompetent. So I don't even try to tear my hair out anymore. I just find somebody else to do it. My zone of competence. I am really good at cleaning house, and I really like to do it. But that's not my zone of excellence or genius, so why would I spend my time doing that? And I do have somebody who cleans my house, because I have somebody who cleans my house who absolutely loves it. And she can make these two women, I love them, they're best friends, and they can make money, and I have fun when they come over. They take care of my house, because if they weren't coming, then every day I'd be cleaning, which would take me away from something else. But I actually like to clean. It's fun for me, and I'm good at it, and most people aren't as good as me. Anybody got that one going? Nobody does it like me? Okay. Now there's the zone of excellence. My zone of excellence, I'm giving you examples so you can see where some of yours will be. My zone of excellence is creating businesses and making them successful. I'm really good at that. I can take any one of you in the room and help you create your gifts and talents, your business, and help you make a plan that you're successful for it, right? Kathleen's one of my students. And so I can do that for anyone. It's just a skill that I've honed over the years, is a zone of excellence. But notice my energy as I'm talking about it. That's my zone of excellence, and I can do it really well. But it's not my zone of genius. My zone of genius, whether you think it or not, is not particularly my interest, because as Terry Cole Whitaker says, what you think of me is none of my business. But my zone of excellence is in teaching, speaking, not really, teaching, speaking, developing programs and products, and coaching. When I'm doing that, I mean, days could go by and I don't even come up for air. I don't even care. I don't even care whether people pay me or not, but they do, and they pay me well, and it's kind of fun. The truth is, I do it because it's just the most fun thing on the planet for me to do. How many of you have something that's the most fun thing for you to do? And if you didn't have to have money, you would do it all the time. If God said, Farron, I'm doing away with money, go have a fun life, you just sing every day. So that's your zone of genius, which was obvious today. That's your zone of genius. So to not spend your time in zone of genius, you can't be fully thriving and loving life. So it's how do you find a way to live, make money, have fun, have everything you want in life. By the way, I do that all the time. I have a dictionary, because I make up words all the time like that. My first one was grappy. I was sitting at the kitchen table, we were working, Mary and I said, oh, Mary, I'm just so grappy. And she goes, what? I said, oh, I meant like grateful and happy. So I do this all the time. They just spit out of my mouth. So I actually have a dictionary. It's kind of fun. But the thing that you want to do is just have fun with yourself, have fun with your life. And where some of you are today, believe me, I have been through some of the darkest days you could imagine, honestly. And some of you may be in that dark night of the soul right now, or things may not be exactly the way you want them. But what I know is that they can be. There isn't a single person in this room that cannot start having a life that you absolutely love, and you wake up every morning and say, oh my gosh, it's a brand new baby day, I can't wait. When I first went on the road with Mary Manamorrissey, and how many of you know Mary? She's so darn positive. It was a problem in the beginning. We'd be staying in a hotel, I'm doing my thing, I'm pretty happy, positive, but not first thing in the morning. And she'd go over to my bed, she'd go, Karen, it's a brand new baby day. And I go, oh God, and I'd pull the covers over. Well, after a year of traveling with her, I'd get up before I go, hey Mary, brand new baby day, let's go. It's catchy when you're around people like that. But when you start to live in these practices, you start to resonate a different vibration. And that vibration starts to permeate all of your life, so you can't help but get your happy. How many of you are ready to get your happy back? Okay, come to the workshop. How many of you are ready to play full out? Come to the workshop. Okay, so you've got your zone of incompetence, competence, excellence, and genius. And it's a process, and I'll be taking you through the workshop to show you how to move into that. But your zone of genius is absolutely doing the things that you love to do. So what you want to do right now to move into your zone of genius is to get in touch with that God self in you that has this desire to do something.